Week in review coming at you from the 10th to the 15th of March. Been at the gym lots this week, so not going to belabor too many things, although I always say that and it goes on forever. So let's start off with bright spots on Monday. We are looking at Jacko. Good job, Jack. Seen him twice this week. Fantastic. Huge class on Monday, big workout. We did Kelly. Good job, Jack. You killed it. All that running and just working out for a living has paid off. How about that? It's funny, right? Tuesday, let's give a shout out to Ebony for surprising herself when she thought she couldn't finish the workout, but did. So good job, Ebony. Also on Tuesday afternoon, let's give a shout out to Boob. He did this last time, he did 47 rounds. He did it again with 47 rounds. He worked out every single one and got himself a score that was accurate, I guess. I don't know if he got better from last time. Make sure you let me know. And then Tuesday, also good job to Olivia for helping Sarah get her GHD setups. Good job, Olivia. We have a coaching wins section in here. Doesn't get filled out much, but it should. Maybe I'll make that to next week's goal. Wednesday morning, shout out to Sid for training voluntarily in the gym. Usually she's under the whip crack of her parents, but this time she got up all by herself and came down to 6 a.m. Maybe to see Ray and not me, who knows. Ollie class, loving my Ollie lifters. Remember, Relentless Weightlifting Instagram is on there. That's a community one. If you want the password for it so you can post stuff on there, please ask. Specific shout out to Serena and Dom, both hitting big numbers on the zombie squats. On Wednesday's Ollie class, I actually thought the zombies would let us down, and it's not, it's just our legs, which is actually a much easier fix than a zombie, like a core problem. So good job, team. Great squats, great positions, and strong postures going through. Moving ahead to Thursday, let's look at Camille. Battling well through the heavy step-ups. I appreciate everyone getting some heavy step-ups going for that Thursday workout. I really struggle with step-ups, so everyone basically beat me, which is kind of nice. And then Thursday night, let's give a shout out to Abby and Max for both hitting clean PBs in an EMOM after a workout. That's how we roll. We are strong while fatigued. Nothing slows us down. Friday, shout out to Matt for being on time. Appreciate you, Matty. And then also, shout out to Dan. I've seen him quite a bit recently, so good job, Dan. You're killing it. I'm noticing you. If you need any more help, ask me. Friday afternoon, only one class, 4:15. I'll talk about the open separately. Good job to Minnie for training 3 times this week in the gym. Great work, Minnie. It's love to have you back. And we're always welcome to have Felix in the gym, no matter how grumpy he gets. Saturday, let's give a shout out to Emma and Adam. Both killed the workout, went at it with great intensity and great vigor. I appreciate you guys' efforts and movement standards, and you guys moved very well. Adam actually hit me at the post on that one, and then he's like, "Oh, I didn't do it." All right, mate, I've been doing this longer than you have, so your intensity was probably greater than mine. If you wanted to see exactly how I did it, check out our Operation Tribute YouTube channel, and it's all there. Maybe I'll put a link in the email. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about the Open. Friday night, we had the last day of the Open. I took a bunch of photos, which hopefully I'll remember to bring the memory card home, and I'll start scrolling them through right here. Heaps of videos as well, which is good fun. It was a fantastic night. As I mentioned on the night, I am very proud of everyone's achievements, positions, and efforts. I think these things are overlooked too much. I've had actually 2 conversations with people this week about someone in Geelong breaking a world record somewhere and not caring about it. So these things need to be celebrated more. This is why I've done this week in review every week for the last year and a bit. Awesome work. Well done to everyone who did the Open. Super proud. There's just a few more days left if you want to redo it or continue to do the workout. So we haven't got our final team scores yet, but looks like Tommy's team was winning, unfortunately, last time I checked. Beats me at everything, apparently. So even 30 seconds in the workout. Big appreciation. Thank you to Jared and thank you to Tani for helping organize some food for us all. That was so good. Thank you to Tommy for helping organize. And thank you to everyone who participated, helped judge, help bring the environment and do those type of things. Essentially, our season is over. We are now officially in off season, which means that we can be as sore as we like and not have to worry about CrossFit things, which I'm kind of excited about. Now, obviously the quarterfinals and semifinals will come up and we'll probably just program those workouts either way. I'm excited to see how the next phase of programming goes. We're looking forward to getting after it. Open done 2025. Things that are coming up. We have our Diggers Oath competition. I think we have 5 teams now. So the Diggers Oath crew, if anyone wants to get in there, I believe there are a couple spots left. If you're free on the 11th and 12th of April, then feel free to head up to Ballarat, Perfect, and then support the Diggers Oath crew. It should be a ton of fun. I'm very excited for those guys. In that time, I'll be in Tasmania, so I'm not going, unfortunately, but I've never been to Tasmania. Pumped to see those guys do well, and I'll probably just give you my camera and you guys can take a bunch of videos and I'll edit it together after the fact and make a fun little video vlog about it. Now, we are officially 6 weeks out from Anzac Day public holiday class, where we're gonna pass the ADF standards in the class, all right? So it's gonna be a bit of a bigger class. Tommy's programmed the workout. I've got it right here. It's a teams of 3 workout. I'm not gonna show you just yet, but it's kind of a bit of fun. We still have a little bit of things to do with getting all the specific details and content out. 25th of April, 9:15 class, hour and a half. We're gonna pass the ADF standards test, which is a run, sit-ups and push-ups. Very simple, we'll do that first and then we'll do our fun little workout as well. Book it in your diary, I'll put it in Fitbox at some point. Additionally, things that are coming up that we just want to mention. We have, actually our mountain biking day, we might have to adjust that because there is on the 4th of May, which is going to be our mountain biking day, an adventure race, 4 hours long in Anglesey, in pairs, but stuff that, let's just make heaps of teams and just hang out together. I think that's going to be tons of fun, tons of fun. We're excited to get after that. We'll start to hand out more details. It is cheaper if you sign up soon. So I'll put a link in the email again, coming down to that one, but that's about 8 weeks away. 4th of May, get on board if you want to do a 4-hour adventure race, just something to work towards. It's like a fun run, but better. Very easy, manageable distances. One of them is like 3 kilometers of running or something. And you can even take your kids, I believe, if they're 8 years and older. So that's pretty cool. Also coming up the Friday before that race, which would be the 3rd of May or 2nd of May, somewhere around there. We're gonna have a Bring a Friend Friday, more details to come. But if you have a friend, tell them that in May, we're happy to see them as well. Then the mountain biking day, that's bumped into this adventure race, which is totally fine. We can just go mountain bike anytime, but I'm thinking 29th of March, if anyone wants to come mountain biking with me, I want to go. I want an excuse to actually go and make myself do it. So 20th of March, mountain biking, I'll send some details out. If you don't know how to mountain bike, then if you don't have a mountain bike, then it's not really for you. It's more just a social fun thing. And that's all the things that are coming up in the not too distant future. In case you didn't know, Pete is doing a High Rocks in how many weeks? When is it? It is the 12th of June. So it's still a few weeks away, but he's currently in training for that. So his training phase, first phase is just finished and he's opening into the next phase as well. So he's always looking for training partners. If you want to hit him up, hit up Pete's training, additional High Rocks training in the mornings typically. And that should be a bit of fun for him and we support his journey there. That brings us into programming and programming schedules with all the things. So we have gymnastics first off. We sent out a text message the other week with asking everyone how they were and what they wanted to work on, and a lot of people said gymnastics. So, well, they said specifically kipping, sorry. And so what we're doing in gymnastics is we're going to spend 4 weeks on C kips, 4 weeks on handstand push-up kips, and 4 weeks on dip kips, which is kind of similar to a bar muscle up kip as well. So we're going to work a bunch on kipping, so that's a heap of ab work. So gymnastics, abs going down. We're going to spend this next season working on our kips. The more tight your kip swing is, the more power you can put through those things. So if that's something that's slowing you down, then don't stress at all. Now, additionally in Ollie, we've been testing some bits and pieces out in the last couple of weeks and the results weren't exactly as I expected, but that just makes me help modify for the next phase of Ollie. So next phase of Ollie coming up, it's going to be a bit more strength bias. So if you're keen on getting stronger specifically around those Ollie lifts, make sure you hit up Ollie class on 4:15 Wednesdays and 6:35 on Fridays. We'll still do technical stuff, don't stress, but we're going to increase our tempos a little bit since we're really far away from our competition phase, which Tommy's got on lock. I believe September and November are our next competitions we want to attack. So make sure you get after them. Again, I'll get Tommy to put them in the events calendar and we'll send things out to you. Then in our training at the moment, the first few weeks of our training phase has begun, kind of our ramp in, and then we are looking at our current phase. Looking forward, I made a whole 2 videos about our training phase at the moment. So a few things that you might not know is that we have our dedicated strength days twice a week. So we got our strength and our EMOM. Those days, I'm not 100% sure on the 6-minute EMOM pull-up bit yet, but we'll play around with it, see what we can do. We might as well We might even just superset the strength movements, but we do want volume of pull-ups. That's kind of the key, so it's a bit tricky. We'll keep playing with it. And then we also have a hero workout once a week. It's always going to be one of 2 workouts as they pair along, because they're the same ones that I'm doing each week as well. So hopefully I can get ahead of you guys, but if not, I can always jump in on the class. So really it's just for me. And then we have an interval and a long workout each week as well, working a bunch on skills and short. And there's also that short dumbbell workout on our Ollie days as well. So core work in there too. So it's actually quite a few progressions at the moment in our classes. Speaking of which, I appreciate lots, and I threw this onto Tommy last week of like throwing out that if you're late to class, it's a burpee per 10 seconds you're late. And I appreciate everyone doing the burpees. I don't think people mind because it's not too many. It has definitely made a few people, just be like a couple minutes earlier rather than a couple minutes later. It's a nice fun way to sort of enforce that rule. So we appreciate you guys being on time. It makes my job easier, it makes Tommy's jobs easier, and it makes Olivia's job easier now that she's starting into training as well. Now that segues into Olivia. Big round of applause to Olivia for Thursday for running the class by herself. She's obviously very skilled at training and all those type of things, but she is only 5'3" and 60 kilos or ish. But she's bonkers strong, so that's not anything to do with anything. So she's not the loudest person on earth, but we have made ways to make her present and vocal, and she's getting it done. And I asked a lot of people and they had a lot of good feedback. So great job, Olivia, if you're watching. Now she's playing soccer this weekend, her first game. Good luck to her and her team, Geelong Galaxy. I guess that's our team now because we have to go for that team. So good job, Geelong Galaxy. I might put up their logo right here. Well done, Olivia. We'll be seeing more of her, of course, as we go, and we'll be seeing more of her by herself as we go. She's also a qualified PT and a pretty good one at that. So if you ever wanted some PT work, specifically around sports performance and things like that, then hit her up or hit me up and I'll contact you guys together. I'll continue to work with Olivia until she is the best she could possibly be. So I'm not like just throwing her into the fray just yet, but I do want to give her the space to expand as well without having me hover over her. It's a hard dichotomy. Last few things is just got like our IOUs in our lost property. Our lost property is getting a little out of hand, so we might do a hard cut on the end of this month and we'll see how we go, but I'll get that. You guys chill out. With the magic of editing, I'll be right back here. There we go. Hannah Lotes. Just drop it off at her house. Claire. This CrossFit Barwon hoodie is so dirty that I think it might be my wife's, but I'll ask her. It's either Glenn or Daniel McLaren's. Pretty sure this is Rivers. This is Joni's. I remember putting it away for her. This one, I don't know whose this is. It's very clean and it smells good, so it's obviously not a male. Come get your stuff, guys. I don't want to have to chase you. That puffy's gone. It's mine now. And then through the magic of editing, I am back here and we just have 2 people. You know what I can send you these invoices to your email address. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna send them to you and you can pay them. But Leo and Addie, still Addie, 67 days now, Addie. Pay your shit, but everyone else is up to speed. Good job. Right, so there you have it. That's our week in review for the 10th to the 15th. I appreciate you guys being here. And I appreciate you watching. And if you are watching still right up until this point, make sure you give me a fist bump next time you're in the gym. Specifically said, hey, I watched your week in review. I'm always doing my best to get these out to you. So sometimes I just forget or I'm just tired. And because they take ages. It doesn't take like 12 minutes to just shoot this. I got to shoot it, edit it, put all the bits together, send it out to you guys, run it through an AI transcript. I got to do all the bits and pieces. So, having just one person say, hey, what's your week in review makes it all worthwhile. So appreciate you again. See you at the gym. I get to eat all the leftover food from the night. It's good.